I mean, if Snow Guard's a 1-3, she's just a pretty above rate 1-drop. The only 1-3s we see in Marvel Snap are things that have downsides like Blade and Zero. All right, I think we snapped this, honestly. Darkhawk is pretty likely to win Asgard, which is good for us. Enables the Dino.
Victory.
No, that's not really a downside, Zapdos. The semi-random and affects both sides of the board is inconsistent, but it's not a downside. In a lot of situations, if Snow Guard was a 1-3, you could just play it out as a 1-3 with no effect, which is very powerful. This deck's solid in the meta. Is it just like Concede to Galactus? There's no counterplay there, right? Yeah, we did Runeterra yesterday morning, True Dawn, and we're going to do another Runeterra segment tomorrow afternoon is my plan. Runeterra was good yesterday. They rotated a lot of the cards that... kind of sucked to play with, and it felt reasonable. Well, Hawk's a nice drop, because I didn't really want to White Queen and then shuffle one of their cards back into the deck. And they're shuffling 4 cards into their deck. Oh, well then. Well then. I just started playing Pokemon Unite. Any tips on my free-to-play account? My number one would be get good at last hitting. Easily the most important skill in the game. I think I just snapped them here, because I think they're pretty unlikely to play Spider-Man plus another thing here. I think if they could Spider-Man us back, but I think if they Spider-Man us back, we're pretty likely to be winning left and right.
Victory.
How to get my resub back in and hell is a strange place. Yep. Well, that makes it easy where we're playing the Sentinel out. Okay. No, I don't have a White Queen variant, actually. So this is definitely a Sentinel this turn, and then we Dino on 5 into Mystique the Dino plus Coulson on 6. Wow! And they burned their Enchantress already. I think we snap on that. They could still have Shang-Chi, but Mystique plus Coulson probably cleans that out fine. Is it generally advantageous to play into unrevealed locations, or is it just preference? It's situational is the answer. A lot of people want this really binary, you're always supposed to or never supposed to play into face-down location, but like, take this game for example. I played my Korg into a face-down location rather than the Savage Lands because there's a downside to filling a location early, and there's minimal downside if my Korg ends up in somewhere like Murder World. I don't really care. So I played Korg here because I'd rather experience the small downside of this maybe dying into somewhere like Murder World than fill up Savage Lands proactively. Spread out here and play for all 3 locations to the best of our ability. Uh-oh. Here's the Shang-Chi. This should just be 3 power in the middle, hopefully. Oh my gosh, we lost the breaker by 1! We lost because of the fucking Raptors. The Raptors gave them +2 power, and we died because of it. Close game. Hey, Smog, thank you for the Prime. You know, we were rambling, and I was choking when we fired up, but I forgot to thank all the subs during our loading screen. Thank you, Pizza Grease, for the brand new Prime. El Jefe Grande, thank you for the almost 2.5 years. Welcome back. Thank you for the 29 months. Nisa, thank you for the 1.5 years. My daughter made a deck that the whole goal was using Bastikia and Forge to make a 17 power Mysterio. That's great. It's a fun idea. Is that all the ways you can power that up? Bastikia. Forge. Forge doesn't work with it though, right? Because Forge only does the 1 copy. But Nakia and Bash are the 2 ways you can pump it in your hand. If the Raptors don't exist, you still have 0 at that location. Yeah, but they have -2, so I win the breaker by 1. Have a timeout. Gamers. Gamers. Marvel Snap is really fun, doo-dah, doo-dah. Marvel Snap is really fun, oh, the doo-dah day. This beats Doctor Doom, right?
Victory.
See, chat? Leech is fine. We won the game. Let's Hawk middle. I don't want to commit to Westview until we know what it is. Alright, what you want? Baby, I got it. Do, do, do. He explained why Scorpion is considered better than Okoye. Because in order to get value from Okoye, you have to play every card that you draw, basically. In order for Okoye to be decent, you have to play, like, what, 2 to 4 of the cards that you draw out of the following 4 cards?
Escape.
Also, I don't even know that it's necessarily fair to say that Scorpion's considered amazing, right? I think it's fine. But it's generally outclassed by like Lizard and other 2-drops. I think our 2-drops and Snap in general are in a pretty decent spot. There's a pretty decent range of playable ones. Would Okoye be good in a Thanos deck? Yeah, that's probably the best type of shell she could go in for sure. The Thanos Khazar decks that I've featured in the past usually have that card in it. Snowguard sucks, but this deck is sweet. Wasn't the video I was expecting to click into. Yeah, I woke up this morning to a Snowguard is insane thumbnail on my YouTube timeline, and I felt like I needed to put some more reasonable information than that out into the air. I'm not actually sure what the video says, because I wasn't rewarding that title with a click. And there's Spike, thanks for the 5 months, but after playing with Snowguard for several hours yesterday, card is not great, to say the least. I think I want to Zabu this turn. This will probably be like a Rock Slide on 5 into Hawk Mystique on 6. I think Shadow King's super playable card now, Mask Kid. Shaving an energy off of a card like that is a huge deal. Oh gosh! The Mantis that we played actually makes our Hawk worse, right? There's only 10 power. I think if we stay I'm actually supposed to do this? It's probably right to retreat here.
Opponent snapped.
We'll donate some cubes to someone in need. They're banned in every format, chat. They need the cubes. Gavassarian, thank you for the over 3 years. Welcome back. Wait, did they lose? They lost, right? They thought I was gonna play for the sewer system? Oh, they messed up the sequencing. They thought their absorbing ban was Hitmonkey. LOL. They deserve that for running the rope out. Imagine taking the entire rope and then still miss sequencing. I mean, I literally told you Insane was being used as clickbait without watching the video. Snowguard is not a good card. It honestly feels like they gave up programming. It feels like they gave up programming Snowguard halfway through it. It's like you look at the locations it actually interacts with, and it feels like, oh, this looks like they just like couldn't make it work how they wanted it to work. The comments about Snowguard and letting people choose which side it flips on, they don't do cards like that in Marvel Snap, so it's not worth talking about. They very explicitly and purposefully design Snap cards to not have you make choices when you play them out, because they want the flow of the game to be fast. Yes, what George said there, I don't have a problem with clickbait. I use clickbait with some frequency on my YouTube channel. Everybody does. The thing that I find annoying / frustrating when people do it is when people lie in their video titles. And there is a big difference between posting or stretching the truth and like posting a lie. What a wonderful use of our time. You disagree that not all bad things are equal. Stop it. Clickbait is clickbait, Jeff. All crime is the same. Murder's the same as petty theft. That's such an internet ignore all nuance in a topic / discussion take. This is a repair, right? It's the same Shuri King player. Yeah, the Bounce Hawk deck's a ton of fun. When it is allowed to be competitive, it works well. We're gonna play today. Yeah, I've been playing a bunch of Alolan Ninetales off stream. She's a disruptive caster. It's been pretty good. So I think we're gonna start with some of that. Ooh, our opponent is actually not running back Shuri, it looks like. All right, we snapped them on the Doom draw, right? That was Runeterra. So Runeterra is good. We're gonna do more Runeterra tomorrow. Is my plan. That's unfortunate. We lose to Shang-Chi +1 now. Morning corned beef. Runeterra is definitely a lot more intense than Marvel Snap is. There's a lot more going on, and the games are longer and more complicated. I really just don't... So someone in chat, or someone in Discord asked me if we could play this deck for a little bit today, and I had been meaning to get to it on stream, but after playing with it here for the first little bit today, we're gonna give it a little bit more of a shot, but I'm kind of underwhelmed by this deck. I feel like it doesn't really do anything particularly interesting. It feels like a marginally more tricky Shuri deck. Waste of gold, but I got a rock. That's great. I don't even think it's reasonable to call this deck Jund Midrange. Jund Midrange tends to be very interactive. This is basically just like a middling point slam deck that happens to play a Shang-Chi because every deck in the format should play Shang-Chi. Yeah, I don't know. And if you feel like you're supposed to be playing Armor and Cosmo, like, again, at that point, that just kind of goes back to the, well, should you just be playing Shuri? This feels like a hipster Shuri deck. Thanks to you over 3 years, by the way, Kavasarian. Aether Spike, thanks for the 5 months. Yeah, but I don't have Shuri. Playing it as a budget Shuri makes sense to me. That tracks. I'm more just like looking at this from the perspective. It's like, okay, what's the compelling reason to do this? Yeah, let's talk about that for a second on stream. I'm at full copium. I'm at full copium for this patch on the 18th, chat. This is good communication. I think this is a Hoaglandian. This looks familiar to me at least. Or it's a generic name too, so it might not be. I'm not here to say Galactus is OP. It's usually the loss of a cube or sometimes even a win of 4 cubes, but it's a play pattern that drags the game down when it's game after game. Often, I go to play and run into a few Galactus and I log out because win or lose, it's not a fun play pattern to repeatedly encounter. Completely agree and co-sign. I fear it pushes a lot of archetypes out as it continues to proliferate, as people will typically want to buy cards that are least likely to downgrade in the shop. This is a discussion about how Galactus limits play patterns in the game to a point of it not being fun anymore. And then Glenn is a second dinner person. He's one of the lead designers on Snap. Says Galactus decks shouldn't be one of our strongest or most popular decks, because the gameplay is polarizing both emotionally and mechanically. Fuck, I feel seen, chat. That's all I want. That's all I want by the developers, okay? I want to feel seen. It's polarizing emotionally and mechanically. Amen. If these decks exceed our desired ranges, which are lower than our typical range for balance action, we'll make some kind of adjustment. Eric Tron, thank you for the 33 months. Yeah. So I'm hoping we're gonna see a change to that. Great Assault Untapped isn't necessarily representative of the player base as a whole, but Galactus has been fucking popular for the last little bit here. Where's that? It's not super good, but it's at 11%, which is like the third most. It like fluctuates for the second and third. It's actually the most popular deck recorded on Untapped for ranges 30 to 99 pre-infinite. Actually the most popular. As of the most. What if I include infinite? If I include infinite, it's still the most popular. And again, this isn't the entire player base, but it's also not a small sample. This is almost 1 million games played. Like, it's a lot. So, I am hoping that they are gonna make that be less of the experience. Did I have fun during a stream session of Marvel Snap is almost always directly proportional to how many times we got Galactus and leeched. It's just such a mood damper. For the people that are new, I really do not enjoy discussing potential changes that I would make to cards here. I'd prefer we shy away from that axis of the discussion on this channel. Please and thank you. What is Jeff coming out? Jeff is coming out on the 18th. And I am super excited and have my shark costume at the ready. The 18th is gonna be a big day. Yep. Galactus is what we refer to in the industry as a top-down design. It is a card where they look at a character and they try and design a card to fit the character. And to their credit, Galactus is a really good top-down design. The card mechanically represents the character very well. It's a shit gameplay experience, but from a design perspective, I have to imagine it's considered a success. I really hope Second Dinner is planning to refund everybody that bought Kitty 6,000 tokens and give a free copy to everyone.
I am Iron Man.
If you ask me, Jeff, what's your expectation for the compensation? That's basically what I am crossing fingers / hoping for / expecting. To people saying that's copium, there is precedent for that to happen. During the closed beta, when they admitted during the closed beta, when they canceled the, what's it called? The Nexus event, they refunded everybody's gold and gave everybody a free copy of the Nexus event card. Trexel Ranger, thanks for the half a year. And at this point, the people that bought Kitty or wanted to buy Kitty, she hasn't been in the client for half the time that she would have been Series 5. So we should be getting a pretty significant refund.
I am Iron Man.
Oh my god, are we gonna lose because I didn't play Dr. Doom? Fuck, we'd have won if I played Dr. Doom. I didn't think they were gonna play for here. I thought they were gonna play for the center. Rip. I also, very selfishly, would like for them to give everyone a copy of Kitty Pryde for free, because I could probably post, I don't know, a dozen different Kitty Pryde deck highlights in a row once she's back. There's so many sweet things to do with her. And if everybody got a copy of her for free, there wouldn't be complaining and people would click on the videos. She's all I want to do, chat. I just want to play with Kitty Pryde, okay? What was the Nexus event card? Jane Foster the Mighty Thor was the Nexus event card. I'll push the button. We have a free super flow. I think she's gonna be the best one drop in the game. I think she's gonna be close. I think she's very, very good. I think she's also super fun, but she's also very powerful. What if she's too good and she overtakes the other one drops? Then you make a balance change. It's not a big deal. Monkey Hype was gone too fast. I mean, Kitty Pryde is a card that you'll play with Monkey. there a world where Null fits in a Death Wave? No. Death Wave doesn't kill a lot of things. Magneto gamers. That's not the Doctor Doom I wanted for Christmas. This is 12, 15. Hey, Hedge, thanks for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Unpredictability is the key to success in this game, to a degree. I would argue when the unpredictable, or I would argue when the predictable deck is overbearing, it's a sure sign that something's out of whack. Because you're right that in general, Snap rewards you for playing off meta more than other card games. All right, non-subs, it's about that time. Magneto right, and they win. Ooh, that's true. That would shut off Darkhawk on the Eyeless Eyelids. Good shout. They retreated. Non-subs, I'll see you in 120 seconds. Remember, if you want to dodge adverts, you can do like Hedge33 there and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, catch you in a minute. Do you want priority with this deck? Probably not most of the time. I don't know. Woo! Tripping over my chair. I'm gonna switch to something else. I find this deck pretty boring. I think this deck is just like kind of like a worse version of Shuri, which is like it's still fine. It has reasonable stats, but I think what it's doing is very similar to Shuri, but less powerful. We should play more Shauna Dazzler. I mean, I have such fond memories of the Shauna Dazzler deck. If I play more of it, we might start to lose. I want to play some more of the Spectrum decks. I kind of want 1 or 2 more good games with this to cobble together a mediocre deck highlight. Why is the previous deck similar to Shuri? Because it doesn't really interact and it just like slams giant cards into play. And Shuri's just better at putting giant cards into play than it is. Twin to win. Thank you for the over 4 years. Started for Modern and here for the Snap. Can you twin to win in Modern yet? Or is that card still banned? Frankie Jaggy, thanks for the 5 months of Prime. I despise gamers like the one I just banned. Talk about how I find Galactus unfun. Galactus isn't OP. Nobody said it was fucking OP. I said it was unfun. And you're welcome to disagree with that point without letting me know in my chat that you find Galactus fun. It's fine. It's fine for you to feel differently than me. Nobody was talking about power level. Talking about personal enjoyment. You get. Is Ghost worth buying? No, assuredly not. If you want to spew cubes with this deck, you can replace Ghost with like Ant-Man or another cheap ongoing card. She's like okay with our copy of Hazmat, but that's about it really. Debris is low-key pretty decent into the move deck because she gums them up a little bit. You can't, unfortunately, use Prime on the iOS app. However, if you open this link in your mobile browser, it should get you where you need to go. Good morning. Apple considers using a Prime sub spending money. So they wanted to charge Twitch to let people use Prime subs inside of the iOS app. Debris needs better variants. I love the snowboard variant. She's lovely. The best part about opening 100 reserves yesterday is I got 20 more variants that no longer appear in my shop, so I'm slightly more likely to see the ones I actually care about. Looking forward to that. They're supposed to be adding some... We're probably dead here, and our opponent is just taking fucking forever to play the game, so I'm gonna leave.
Escaped.
I am bored, opponent. Please stop taking my time. Hey, not Aki. Thanks for taking time to hook up the resub. Appreciate it. They filmed the unboxing. Yeah, it's in the YouTube video from yesterday. You want to check it out? Speaking of our new variant, we got this Max Grucky Hazmat as one of them. I mean, by the numbers, the Darkhawk Dino deck is pretty reasonable. I don't think, what's that called? I don't think the Collector is in any very good decks at the moment. No, Glitchy, that's Anime Angela that was in the bundle. She's the one that I have. There's a 1200 gold Angela variant I've literally been waiting for since the start of the year and hasn't been in my shop in 4 months. This is 12 in the middle and 13 on the right. May not be enough. I think there's a world where Rescue's a super playable card. If we ever make it out the other side of Shuri being tier 0, this will be hard for a lot of people to believe that are newer to Snap, but there was a point where Shang-Chi not only wasn't a format staple, but it was arguably bad. Like there was a long time in Snap's early history where I think the best thing you could be doing was Enchantress for your 4-mana interactive card. Debris Hazmat be better here? I don't think so. The way they were taking time on all their plays, I assume they're hanging out in the stream anyways, but like, there's a very different world where they play Heimdall and we don't have priority, and then Debris Hazmat loses the game, right? You open that Angela in a reserve. All right, I don't know that we're talking about the same one. The 1200, you can't open 1200 gold variants inside of reserves. Are any variants not currently for sale, but you're waiting on? Yeah, I really want, there's an unreleased White Queen variant I'm saving boosters for, and there is an unreleased, there's an unreleased She-Hulk variant I want. I think I want a Goose London. I think I want to copy my stuff. Yeah, the Momo She-Hulk looks great. That's exactly the one I want.
Opponent snapped.
Oh, Wongers.
It's collaborate time.
I really want to draw Spectrum, not Hazmat. We must Mystique the Wong, right? That's fine. We left Spectrum on top of our deck. Let's put him deep underground.
Escape.
They give you the opportunity to replay your turn to your opponent's stack. Yeah, they've communicated at several points that being able to unlock your turn is something they want to have be an option, including auto unlocking when your opponent snaps you. But they have some technology limitations that don't allow that to happen currently. There's a reason for opening reserves. They released a new card. So, like, I won't open any of my reserves between now and Jeff the Shark, because there's currently no cards that I'm missing. I guess we rock slide into Hawk into Mystique the Hawk, huh? Not loving Stogard. I mean, Stogard is a really sweet piece of artwork and a neat card that just doesn't do anything useful. Ghost looking good here. go ahead and Hazmat Wong without priority. You're finding more uses for ghosts that don't feel forced. I mean, the 2 uses Ghost has are like with Hazmat and with Valkyrie. That hasn't really changed. She also is an ongoing card for this deck, which is nice. It could be playing Shang-Chi, but a lot of optimal negative decks are playing Valk, which is not good against us. Rogue's annoying, but not the end of the world. Our deck's not that large.
I am Iron Man.
Easy dub. We win all 3? Close to it. Went left and right. No, yeah, all 3.
Victory. Animated.
Why is Goose in this deck? Because Goose is a generically good Marvel Snap card against two of the most popular decks in the format, Shuri and Galactus. Is this crazy? Call me, baby. So this one might be crazy, but Captain Marvel Suit Goose is a 1,200 gold variant. We get to go Wog into Rock Slide into Darkhawk. And our Hawk is huge on the right. So is local man about to be Vipered. Our own Luke Cage is actually a sweet draw as well, because it gives us the option to play Darkhawk on the left, and it also means that their Hazmat won't work. JK, lol. Come and get my cube. Jeff the Shark's gonna be such a generically good 2-drop. Looking forward to that little lad. I'm glad my namesake is great.
Victory.
My YouTube metrics are gonna be extra shitty later this month because just every deck's gonna have Jeff the Shark and Kitty Pryde in it, and people are gonna be sick of it. But it doesn't matter, they're great. We're gonna play a ton of them. There are no more other decks. There is only Kitty Pryde and Jeff the Shark. Boba, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Is Kitty coming back or are we hoping? If they don't get Kitty fixed for the patch on the 18th, they really fucked up. So I'm just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that they're gonna have their shit together for the 18th. Maybe that's not deserved, but we'll see. The 18th does have a lot riding on it. You're not wrong. Yeah, I agree, Duckdoodle. I expect Jeff the Shark to diversify 2-drops as well. Ah, Blue Marvel is not what we wanted to see. So if they Spectrum, they go to 15. My Spectrum's only worth +8 here. It's edge. I need a Goose last turn to be I need a Goose last turn to lock them out of Spectruming here. Would have been a winner for us. Oh wait, I only tie the middle, right? So would it be one short? Okay, lose the breaker. Damn. Okay. Alright, this is funny. I gotta share this. So, the most telling thing about the current state of Infinite, this is a smallish sample. It's only 66,000 games. But if I look at only the players inside of Infinite, Shuri goes to 1.7%. Galactus goes to 5.5%. And the most popular deck by a wide margin is 36% of the 66,000 recorded games are fucking Agatha. God, that's hilarious. Like, if Second Dinner's metrics look anything close to this, they got it like that's. And when you put it to 90 to 99, it's 15% Shuri, 11.5% Sandman, and 10% Galactus. It's tough. It's tough sledding out there in the highest rankings. It's also definitely very indicative of how MMR bans work, because I can't remember the last time we played against Galactus. It just doesn't exist in my MMR band. Yeah, that was untapped.gg. If you want a great tracker, you want an easy way to support my content, check them out using my link. I get 1 USD every time a new person installs Untapped using my tracker link, so if you haven't used them on PC before, You're looking for a good excuse to test them out. It's a wonderful way to support myself while doing so. They aren't tanking by playing Agatha, they're farming season pass rewards by botting. I mean, they're doing both, right? Those things are not mutually exclusive. Do you think Valk dropping to Series 3 will have a significant impact on the metagame? I do not. I think most of the people that want Valk probably have her by now. Maybe a touch more popular, but by and large, I don't think that's going to move the needle a ton. Untapped will eventually work on Android, is my understanding. It will likely never work on iOS. And if you're wondering, Jeff, why will it never work on iOS? It's because Apple thinks you are a little baby who needs to be protected from themselves. They don't give you access to your own hardware and software. Gamma Lab's just so uninteresting for us. I've seen Twitch chat, Apple isn't wholly wrong. That's correct. It's an accurate statement to say Apple's not necessarily wrong. Cosign. Ooh, I think that's a good take. Bastard Valkyning Series 3 will make a good Mr. Negative deck more accessible. Cosign that one. What's going on, Tess? I think we're leaving. We're probably in here.
Escaped.
Bast is probably more impactful than Valkyrie. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. Bast, the big thing about Bast too is Bast is less replaceable than Valkyrie. Like in a lot of decks that are playing Valkyrie, you could just replace her with Shang-Chi and it's like not a big deal. Whereas like if you replace Bast with something else, whatever deck had Bast in it is like significantly worse without Bast. I actually don't really like Zabu inside of Mr. Negative. This card's so pretty, chat. Pretty terrible. Oh my god, we have a loading screen. God damn it, chat! They took away the one good thing this card had going for it. It was here because it's beautiful. And now I don't even have that. Why, Second Dinner? Why? Oh no. Oh no. Wow. They morphed into actually the best card in my hand. Rip.
Opponent snapped.
Alright, sick. So we Blue Marvel here. And we give him the old Razzle Dazzle plus Shang-Chi on the last turn.
All systems go.
Rather than asking what I can swap for Snow Guard, can I ask instead what I can't swap for Snow Guard? I think Iceman's the ideal Snow Guard replacement.
I am Iron Man.
Ooh, that's a lot of numbers on the left. Are we good? No, we lose by a little bit still, right? God, the littlest of bits. Sedge. Sedge. That's how I feel, M'Baku. That's how I feel when we lose. When we lose by 2 points. The real reason we lost was because we didn't have inspiration from Snowguard's artwork. Was the real detriment here. Chat, if you're someone that enjoys honest YouTube content, please go give a thumbs up and some watch time to my Snow Guard Sucks YouTube video today. That video would have almost assuredly performed better if I would have posted it with the title, Snow Guard is insane. So if you want more good faith honest YouTube content, please go reward me for doing so. How does this work? I assume it only gives me one. I need the bodies for Dazzler later. I think we're just vibing this turn. I play Dazzler here. I play Blue Marvel here. I play Kazar, Mysterio, M'Baku fills the board. Killmonger is not real and cannot hurt me. Killmonger is a story that Mama Kazar tells to baby Kazar to keep them in line and get them to eat their vegetables. Killmonger is not real and cannot hurt me. This is gonna be +6 up to 15. This is +6 up to 21. We're tying here. This is +2. We're winning here. Killmonger was in fact real and could in fact hurt me. Narrator, Killmonger was in fact real and could in fact hurt him. Hey, look! I got to see the base artwork in my hand for a turn. How's Snow Guard? Beautiful. One of the most visually stunning cards in Marvel Snap. I'm gonna put 5 more rocks in their deck, and then I'm gonna Maximus. This is some real big brain shit right here. Yeah, the deck tracker does not like Snow Guard rocks. It does not know what's happening with those. Hey, Vader, thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. The rocks make it more likely that M'Baku will stay in the deck. That's true, you know. It's true. Oh my god, they got Agatha off the Triskelion.
Victory.
If I was not a content creator, would I still buy Snow Guard? If only there was a clean way for me to communicate my feelings on Snow Guard's power level with a title and a command and other forms of communication. Technology's probably not there yet, unfortunately. You like the art. Liking the art is the single best reason to pick up Snow Guard. It's the only reason to pick up Snow Guard. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Oh my god! I get to fill the board for Dazzler through their turn 2 Sandman. We're literally unstoppable. Suck it, Sand Dude. Can't stop Dazzler from getting turned on by Shauna. Oh my god! And we murdered the sunspot too! Woohoo! Have a big old cup and get fucked. We didn't need to murder the sunspot, but it felt great. It felt fucking great. Tomorrow's deck highlight of this deck, between that game and yesterday's games, are gonna be easily like the best 20-25 minutes of Marvel Snap content I've ever posted. It's gonna be so good. I think we're dead to Warrior Falls, though, probably, right? My poop is rapidly decomposing. Well, that seems factual. Mojo. The Mojo avatar with that name title combo is a nice touch. Feels appropriate. A Snow Guard meant for Cerebro 2. Snow Guard doesn't disable things after the game, which is again one of the things. If you haven't watched my Snow Guard sucks video today, really please go take a couple minutes and go through it. The first 3 minutes of it are me talking through all of the locations you think Snow Guard should work with, and explaining why they don't work and why she's a bad card. If Snow Guard worked how most of us intuitively expected her to work, she'd be pretty reasonable. Alright, we're gonna get to re-trigger the collapse mind next. Oh no, I can't do it next turn. It would need to be this turn. Rip. So, again, card would have potentially been legitimately good, but alas, it doesn't work on the turn that I need it to work. Drawing Baku here feels bad too. If Baku would have stayed in my deck, we could have filled Sokovia with him. Okay, and they're a Sarah deck, so even if our hand wasn't bad, we should leave every time because they're likely playing Killmonger, right? How did we get out with Runeterra yesterday? It was a good time. I enjoyed the games that we played. We're gonna do some more Runeterra tomorrow afternoon. My plan is to do 3 to 4 hours of Marvel Snap every day this week to start, and then we're gonna wrap up with a couple hours of something else at the end of the stream. We're gonna play some Pokemon Unite this afternoon. We're gonna do what's the word I'm searching for? We're gonna do some Runeterra tomorrow afternoon. I think I have a sponsored thing for Friday. I gotta cross some T's and dot some I's on that one though. Yeah, I'm gonna play some duos with my buddy Matt this afternoon. He's a former Challenger level League of Legends player that slums it and plays Pokemon Unite with me on occasion. Okay, we need to not draw M'Baku. Oh my god, they have Iron Man, not Darkhawk. Rip.
All systems go.
Blue Marvel is only plus 10 over here. We're only going to 19. And Blue Marvel's only plus 4 in the middle. So, unfortunately, we're dead. I think he'll probably play Cinderace, Duck Doolittle. Yeah, rats, we really need this to not be Iron Man. Any other big thing, Shang-Chi would have got him here, and any medium-sized thing, the Blue Marvel plus Dazzler would have done it. If you're asking me about Snow Guard and Cerebro 2, you need to go watch the Snow Guard Sucks video, because you clearly didn't. It's easy not jungle. No, Matt just likes playing ranged ADCs. And Cinder's like in a fine spot power level wise, and it lets him out micro people with the high mobility. Power Bast here.
I am ego.
We're no stranger to
This
ego.
is my domain.
You know the rules, and so do I. We wouldn't snap these cubes for any other guy. He's playing all of our cards out. He's gonna take control. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pew pew pew. Monka negative, chat. Monka negative. All right, Ego's gonna commit seppuku with the magic next turn, and we're gonna win this game, no problem. Called shot. Called shot. Ego's committing seppuku with the magic, and we're gonna win the game. Never lucky rubber ducky. Can you know if it's a real Mysterio or not? I don't believe so. Let him cook, chat! Let him cook! He's in the kitchen! Ego! 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 I am Iron Man! Oh no, we're gonna lose because of the Valkyrie. Shit! We lost because of the Valkyrie! Damn it, Ego! Oh, Ego! Man, we even had the real Mysterio! Sometimes when Ego cooks, he gets a little baked, chat. Sometimes when Ego cooks, he gets a little baked. A way to turn on the best. I get punished if we draw exactly Mr. Negative, but outside of drawing exactly Mr. Negative, I'd rather bast one more card next turn. Is that a drug reference? Banned. Well, you see, I live in a state where Democrats are in charge, so weed is legal here. Legalize it and tax it, chat. Let everybody out of prison. Never forget that the war on drugs has deeply racist roots. It was never about the drugs. Psylocke out, our Sarah here. Okay, Cosno does not bother us in the vault. Love to draw a copy of Magic. Just Ironheart, eh? Yeah, and the next turn we draw Mystique and we go Blue Marvel Mystique. Good old Rock. Nothing beats Rock. Wait, does Rock let us win the... we still win the left here, right? We go +5 up to 18. I guess they could fill their hand. Believe in the rock. Does Agent Colstead gets us? Sentinel. We tie the left. We're gonna lose the breaker. Yeah, gonna lose the breaker. Rip. Close. Close. To Image, thanks for the 5 months. Appreciate the prime. Welcome back. The new card doesn't really do anything. It's a pretty disappointing release, Shui. Hopefully. Hey, Go Souping. Thanks for the prime. Appreciate it. Alright, so the left is gonna be our Valkyrie path. One of the things you want to kind of think about with this deck as you're getting set up early is like, where do you want to end up Valkyrie at? The left is our answer there. MK all day. Thank you for the over 4 years. Welcome back. Is Darkhawk worth 3K? I think Darkhawk is great. Double Blue Marvel only gets us up to +7 on the left. They have another green goblin to gamble with here too, is the problem. They're bold, the green goblin on the right. Unfortunately, can't win the breaker here, right? SPB, thank you for the 5 months. I haven't found a clear communication on what happens with that plan. Valk likely ties the right, and then we're gonna lose the tiebreaker because we're only gonna be plus 24 here. We'll be 24 to 18. The person who said in their unbanned request they reported my account for banning them when they came in to and they got banned for complaining about Galactus. I told them to fuck off in their unbanned request, so I'm sure that they'll be happy with that. Listen, chat, twitch.tv is ages 13 plus now. We're allowed to use adult language here. They think that would get them unbanned. No! They're just some entitled little shit that felt the need to let us know that they were unhappy and communicate with it. So I'm bringing up the fact that they posted that because I think it will likely make them happy. Because their goal was almost assuredly to garner attention. That's why you leave the message like that. I think about the new location. I think the new location is fine. It doesn't really impact the game significantly. Blank Defense, thank you for the brand new prep. Appreciate the support. Wait until my father hears about this. Thanks for the 14 months plan. Grapple Iron Man on the right. Ah, I needed my Mystique to dodge. Rip. Although I guess we're winning the mid.
I am Iron Man. All systems go.
Yeah, basically the only time you play Bast on turn 1 in this deck is when you expect, or when you have Psylocke and Mr. Negative, because otherwise you don't have,
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh my god, Blue Marvel was our best draw. That's so sad. I have to leave now. We're up to 17 here. I'd stay, but otherwise I think we gotta leave.
Escape.
I have not seen the Mysterio into Pet Mansion yet, so I don't know how that interaction works. I don't want to make an assumption because a lot of things like that are pretty unintuitive. Like here, this is another good example. Like, there's nothing I could draw in turn 2 that I'm really gonna want to play except Angela, and I'd rather Angela get bested, so. We get punished for waiting this time, but any card other than Sarah, I'm pretty happy to bast, so. Hey, Kazuya Meow. Thank you for the 5 gifted. It's very generous of you. You expect to have Luke Cage and a lot of decks with high evolutionary comes out? Nah, probably not. Yeah, the new Marvels movie trailer looks great. I liked Miss Marvel.
I am.
Oh, is this a bot? Any bot splits here? No bot splits. No play on the last turn. Feels very beep boop.
Victory.
Danger Room was not playing around there. Who are the characters in the Marvels? Is it Chavez, Captain Marvel, and who? It's Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Spectrum are the 3 characters on the poster. that Spectrum or Photon? I'm pretty sure it's Spectrum. I think Quinjet and Moon Girl make it better. Probably not. Moon Girl might be fine. I'd be skeptical that Quinjet makes it better. You're not really like playing Agent Coulson on Curve in that deck a lot of the time, which is the one time Quinjet would be good. I just took the build with the best stats off the what's it called? The untap page. Spectrum and Photon are the same character. Today I learned. Okay, this is looking pretty solid for us. We want to avoid drawing Iron Man and Mystique next turn so we can have good negative hits. Completed half our mission. Would love to draw Magic next turn. Okay, so we have Iron Man, Mystique, Iron Man, Blue Marvel, or Iron Man, Mystique, Iron Man, Valkyrie. Spectrum is on snap, yeah. Literally unplayable. I think this probably wins the game most of the time, right? After this game, we're going to take our hourly ad break. Remember, if you want to not see adverts on the channel, as well as get our own slow mode and chat more frequently, subscribing, even free with Twitch Prime, is a great way to do that. You're not going to miss any gameplay during the ad rolls. Always make sure to take a break so people that can't afford to do that don't miss out on the actual content. We'll see what Hamster D has for a wrap up here. Are we gonna lose the middle?
I am.
We are, aren't we? Rip.
I am Iron Man.
Close. Get you in 120 seconds, non-subs. Well, Greta, anything you're looking out for in the balance patch next week? For my own personal enjoyment's sake, I am really hoping that some combination of Sandman, Leech, and Galactus see changes. My only hopes past those three are I hope they buff a bunch of the underplayed, underpowered cards. Would be my two hopes. Hey, Alabama, thanks for the prime, appreciate it. Some nerf Mr. Negative. I mean, none of the stats would imply that that's gonna be a thing. Which pixel did I get in my inbox? I forget who I got. I don't remember. They all blurred. We opened like 20 variants yesterday in the reserves, so they kind of all blur together. Yeah, I think both Angel and M'Baku Both Angel and M'Baku should jump from your hand to the board at the when their trick conditions get met. You see the new data mine cards. Yeah, I have unreleased card reviews for everything releasing through the end of May over on the YouTube channel, Alex. I did not post a dedicated video of the reserves opening, but it's contained over in the stream archive on the Jeff Hoagland channel from yesterday. All my stream stuff ends up on that secondary channel. Someone said, did you see the 11 new cards coming? Oh, they're releasing a Zhao for the Genshin card. Hopefully Genshin gets thrown back up on the bounty board for their pass. Chao is one of my favorite cartoon characters to play in the actual game. I'm excited to see what his card does. Oh, they're releasing Shene too. A lot of characters in here that I like. Venti as well. Raiden. I really hope they do a standalone client for the Genshin card game at some point. Its rules are very good, but the fact that you have to like play to AR like 30 or something to get access to it, there's a lot of hoops to jump through. How do I decide which variants I put in my decks? I just play the cards that I like the look of. A good replacement for Valkyrie. Shang-Chi is the best you can do. It's worse, but it's what you got. I guess there's a tempo Ironheart in the middle, and we'll set up the center to be our Valk path. How many hours of Genshin does it take to get to AR 30? It's a lot. It's not a trivial amount. Probably into the double digits. And like, Genshin's a legitimately good third-person action RPG. I like all of Genshin's gameplay, but it would be nice if people who aren't into that type of gameplay could still experience the card game, because the card game's legitimately great. Is Genshin good if you're free to play? I've heard people say the free to play in Genshin is reasonable, but I spend money in Genshin just like I spend money in other games, so I can't attest to it personally. I don't do any other lifestyle ARPGs like Genshin. Odin puts us in the ground, right? What's the problem here? I can reset the middle, but Odin here just crushes us. We'll let them make their numbers. Oh, Spectrum! Fun. Again, basically just not playing Bast on 1 almost ever. The only exception to Bast on 1 is if my hand has Psylocke and Mr. Negative in it. Onslaught Citadel is great for our deck in general. I'm gonna snap. Play Bast on 1 all the time. Well, in other Bast decks, playing Bast on 1 is often correct. I'm talking about in the context of this specific deck. You really don't want to play Bast on 1. Sedge. Sedge. Yep. Do you believe in magic? And this turn 7. Do 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 do. What's my favorite Darkhawk deck? I'm really partial to the Darkhawk decks with the Beast Bounce package in them. But I'm also biased because I love Beast. I think the Dino Hawk deck that we talked about earlier, Kazu, is fine. Like, the stats are very good for it. I just find it pretty boring to play. It's very similar to Shuri, and that it's just kind of dry in my opinion. And it's going on Stick. Thanks for the 2 months. Again, you'll note that I'm deploying Mr. Negative over here on the left, and the reason for this is this way if I draw what's it called next turn, Valk, we could Valk this path and set all of these to 3. Let's go here actually with these. So across from the Red Skull. We lose this most of the time, and you're supposed to retreat. Even if both my Ironheart triggers hit mid, we lose here, right? Yeah, we'd have been 4 more there. Yeah, Valka's not good at a Dino Hawk, is accurate. Nice. The way this works, we'll have a 6-power Mysterio, then 2 2-power Mysterios. Play against a lot of Thanos Deathwave decks. Yeah, Thanos Deathwave has popped up as the most common Thanos variation in my experience. I think we Angela, and then we soak or pass on 5 to a sunspot, and then we go this on the last turn. Okay, well now I do this, right? I was about to say if we're playing for keeps, we snap them here. They snapped us, we'll snap back for sure. Do I need the real Mysterio and Hitmonkey on the right? I probably don't. So Hitmonkey is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 12. So that's 16. And then this is plus 7. So that's 14, 14 and 16 is 23, 30, 34. I'm going to 36 on the right. And they have priority. So we don't have to worry about stuff like Shang-Chi or Killmonger or Valkyrie. Good here. This is 6. I think we're gonna lose the left, huh? Damn. Damn, am I supposed to hit monkey left? I don't know. There's a different world where their demon ends up right? So I could switch Mysterio and Hitmonkey, and then I'm at 27 over here, and I'm at 26 over here. Well, I guess even if they demon here, they're only plus 5, right? Yeah, I guess Hitmonkey right was unnecessary, because even if they demon and they're plus 5 here, they're at 22, and my Mysterio is still beating them here. Yeah, the monkey middle is an interesting thought. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, I think real Mysterio right's definitely the play. But perhaps I am supposed to put real Hitmonkey middle and just play for all 3. I think I like that suggestion the most. I think it's real Mysterio here and then Hitmonkey mid, and they kind of spread out and play for all of them. Yeah, good conclusions. For sure. Games like that are some of the best games Snap has to offer, right? There's like things to look back and think about afterwards. Well, that's really shitty, Panzer. Sorry you're going through all that. That's wild that something like that could get sent out in error.
This land is always changing.
You just put a rock into my deck. Get snapped. Our hand's real good here. Because we have Moon Girl double Shield already. We have Sunspot teed up to begin with. You missed the Infinity Reach. What happened? I climbed the last 3 ranks to Infinite off stream over the weekend. I guess I actually don't want a rock slide, right? For the same reason I want to put rocks in the deck I'm drawing from. Jeff hiding the secret climb deck offline. My YouTube video yesterday was the Century deck that I climbed to Infinite with. I did the actual climbing offline because my average cube rate is over twice as high off stream as it is on stream. Broadcasting your games on twitch.tv, regardless of what the game is, means you're gonna play much worse. We're gonna play some more Pokemon Unite this afternoon, Chemister. It's in the stream title. Yesterday we played some Runeterra. We're gonna do more Pokemon Unite today. We'll do some more Runeterra tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm not 100% sure yet. We might have a sponsored thing on Friday. Mojo is an incredible draw. It means that I get to play these and I get to soak 2 here, and soaking 2 here is ideal because this could be the real Mysterio. Oh, I have the real Mysterio on the left too, JK. Works out either way. Hey, Bank. Thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. What's the best deck to climb with, Shuri? Pokemon TCG is just not super popular. Like, a lot of the other games I'm streaming are less popular than Snap. Like Runeterra and Unite, but, like, TCG is, like, bottom of the barrel, not popular. Most people that play Pokemon or collect Pokemon TCG don't actually play the game. They are just collectors because the cards are loot boxes. Hey, Big Red, thanks for the 7 months. You know when the next card downgrade is? Card downgrades happen with the patch every month. So the next card downgrade will be happening on the 18th. 6 days. Sentry will not be dropping. Sentry is a downgrade next month. I think I'm playing Wasp here to try and deny them out of Warlock draws. Carnage! That's kind of funny. Do you get newly released cards offered for collector's tokens, or is it a time period before they appear on the show? I don't understand your question, Grizz. Your phrasing doesn't make sense. Okay, we leave when they snap next turn. This is likely Galactus.
Opponent snapped. Escaped.
Galactus can't be fun for the Galactus gamers either. That's certainly not the case. There are definitely a lot of people that enjoy the type of gameplay that Galactus offers. That's not surprising to me. I mean, I don't even think Galactus gameplay is about feeling smart so much as it's about making your opponent feel bad. It's like a power trip type scenario. Is Galactus more annoying than Thanos? Thanos isn't remotely annoying. The only thing that's really offensive about the Thanos deck is that it's the best Leech deck. And like, Leech kind of sucks shit to play against, but that's what it is. Yeah, we showed that on stream and I retweeted it, and Zazel. The She-Hulk's definitely a little awkward in this deck sometimes in spots like this. Oh. To try and beat the Destroyer, huh? One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is going to 12. So this beats their existing state here. This is plus 10, so it's 14, 20, 21. I'm only going to 22, here's the problem. This is gonna come down to a coin flip on where they play the Destroyer at. Oh, Venom. Super dead to Venom. Shuri's Lab was much better for their deck than it was for ours. The fact that my Bishop ended up in the lab was also not great for us. If I could have hit Monkey Beast bounce the lab, it would have been ideal, but I didn't want to bounce the Bishop. Maybe I should have, actually. Maybe bouncing the Bishop was the right play, because I had enough energy to end up playing it out on this last turn. Yeah, maybe that was just wrong, because my Demon would have been 12, and my Hit Monkey would have been 8. Yeah, I think I messed that up. Maybe have a shot there if I play into the lab harder with the Beast. Think about Sunspot's power level after. I think Sunspot's in a good spot. you go below 100 after you reach infinite? No. There's a rank floor. Why no Bast in this deck? Because you're playing She-Hulk. You cut She-Hulk, you could play Bast. Almost assuredly optimal to play Bast if you're cutting She-Hulk.
Opponent snapped.
I think we have to leave because of Avengers Compound. Nah, they're a Shuri deck, but the Avengers Compound is going to be so restricting to our sequencing next turn.
Escape.
I think more rank floors would improve or detract the overall climbing experience. I mean, it depends on what you mean by improve. I think it's subjective. I think more rank floors would cause more deck diversity, as proven by the fact that when people get to infinite, they just play fuck all because they can no longer care about their rank. However, I think if your goal is competitive integrity or getting people to optimize, then rank floors don't really make sense for that. Rank floors remove competitive incentive. So I think it dramatically depends on what your goals are for the system. Do you have any tips on how to level up fast? Yes! With the most powerful card in mobile gaming, your credit card, you will be able to advance at an unprecedented rate up the Marvel Snap Collection track. You take that credit card and you swipe it until it melts, and then you reach into your mom or dad's purse and you grab one of their credit cards and do the same.
Opponent snapped.
I'm so excited to get to play with a new card in 6 months when it gets nerfed. Listen, I don't know if Reddit's having downtime or whatnot today, but fucking 0 IQ takes like that are not welcome in my chat, so good ban, mod. You literally get enough collector's tokens to buy a card right when it releases every single month now. They quite literally listened to player feedback and implemented a change that made the economy better for the players and made card releases more accessible, literally for free. So get out of here with your nonsense complaining.
Opponent snapped.
Any alternatives for Hitmonkey? Yeah, you take a clean, crisp $10 bill and you slide it across the table to Benjamin Brood. Then he adds Hitmonkey to your account. My number one piece of advice for people that are looking for deck lists is the following. Your experience building decks and how competitive your decks will be will increase dramatically if instead of taking decks like this one and cutting Hitmonkey from them, you instead start building decks that work with the collection that you have. You're much better starting off with the cards that you have and building appropriately than you are starting with a deck like this one and cutting a bunch of cards that make it good for other things. I think we're kind of dead here. I have 2 demons.
Escaped.
Will this be a deck highlight? I think I have deck highlights teed up for every day between now and the patch on the 18th, so probably not. Do you think they should ban some locations in the tournament mode when it happens? Definitely not. That's a really silly take I hear quite frequently. And as the words I just said imply, I think it's a quite a silly take. I think location variance is good for Marvel Snap, but it's a big part of what makes the game what it is. Marvel Snap would be a worse game without location variance. We're gonna sequence like this, and then we'll Bishop plus Beast next turn to get to Remonkey on the last turn.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
So I made a choice here not to monkey the Shuri's lab because I wanted to be able to not good. If I beasted back the Mysterio, you get a fake Mysterio is the way it works. And then unfortunately we've been leeched and our cards no longer have text, so we'll move on to the next game. That's just kind of how Marvel Snap works sometimes. Great experience. A new bill in Florida now makes showing Rocky Horror Picture Show and Hairspray as Broadway plays in the state illegal. Some good old Southern fascism for you, chat. The states know what's best for you. I've shared this photo before, but this photo, chat, this is 17-year-old Jeff Hoagland getting ready to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show live. he will commence with lots of audience engagement and singing. The funny thing, chat, is I wasn't even technically a leftist when that photo was taken. I grew up in a fairly conservative family. And like most people that grew up in a, I don't want to say most, like many, let's say, kids that grew up in a conservative family and then went outside and touched some grass and went to college. Part of my liberal brainwashing was I went through a libertarian phase, for which I would like to apologize profusely. Past Jeff was young and he didn't know better. But remember, chat, there are some people that make it all the way through to adulthood and still believe that libertarianism is a real reasonable thing. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Wanderuck, thanks for the brand new Prime.
Escape.
Libertarians believe that any government is bad, essentially. They think there shouldn't be laws that regulate motor vehicles. They think that children should be allowed to work in factories when they're little. They think they should get to have sex with children because the age of consent shouldn't exist. Some real fucked up, self-centered, selfish, terrible shit. There's some less extreme versions of that too, but that's the full, we've drunk all the water, we've drunk all the libertarian Kool-Aid, those are the ends of it. It's like saying all liberals want open borders. Okay, so I just want to, all right, hold on. This is just like, I'm gonna take a second. We're gonna have a political minute here, because good fucking God, this is why leftists and extremists and both side bullshit is not the same. I said libertarians want to have sex with children because they're fucking monsters, and someone in chat goes, Jeff, that's like saying all of the left wants open borders. Imagine thinking those two fucking things are remotely comparable. It's like, what if the leftist extremists get their way? It's yes, they want to give you free healthcare, and they want to make sure that there's fucking communes and that everybody's taken care of in leftist extremism. It's just like, come on. Like, do you listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth when you like try and say these things are comparable? It's like, yeah, there's degrees here for everything, but the bad extremes here are really fucking bad. Yeah, the extreme leftists want Star Trek is a good way to put it. Just like, holy shit. there's any conservative or libertarian shitheads in chat that want to pipe up for their free ban, talk to your local moderator. They'll be happy to escort you to the door. Ain't got time for your bullshit here. But Jeff, her emails. Ooh, our hand is busted.
Snap.
Or it's a bot. It's totally a bot. Have you tried double up with stature? Yeah, I've tried a couple of stature decks. She just doesn't really work out a lot of the time. Stature really needs a second enabler that's not Moon Knight. Moon Knight is such a mediocre enabler. Yeah, so I know Black Bolt exists. I'm saying we need a card in addition to Black Bolt. Yes, when I say enabler, I mean a thing that makes stature cost 1. Oh, that's definitely, do not interpret what I said to be a pro-Thoughtseize statement. That card sucks. I just feel like the consistency with what she's trying to do just isn't there, unfortunately. What if I do this? And then next turn we go Iceman Beast in the middle. And then I just decide to not, I think this is good. politics sucks because it divides us. You just need to be aware that if your position is the thing that's bad about politics is that it divides people, that means the real world implications and negative things that happen because of those politics don't impact you personally, and that's an incredibly privileged position to take. For some people, politics sucks not because it divides people, but because it tells them they can't marry the person that they love. It tells them they can't have autonomy and control over their own body. It does so many shitty and terrible things. I think we win the middle with this She-Hulk. Because we're winning the right. The real Mysterio's on the right. And the quantum realm means they can't win the left, I don't think. Doctor Doom could get us. Yeah, that's true. They're deep in the tank here, right? Like I don't understand this snap when you think you're in a good position at the end. Like, why aren't we locking in? Come on, bud. Click the button. Submit your play. Got me. Congrats. We'd have actually beat them with Hitmonkey on the left. But we'd have beat Hitmonkey on the left, but we'd have lost to Death Center. They took forever and they made the wrong line, right? They lost to... Yeah, they're supposed to. They lost to Hitmonkey left, but they could have played around Death with Death in the center. I don't think we had any permutations of plays that beat them if they played appropriately. Bishop here. Our hand's actually pretty strong here. We have to go Hitmonkey into Beast to the center next turn. All of these come back. Let me push the button with the Mysterio and stuff in hand. Yeah, his Watchberry is great. Looks good with the gold background too. This might be crazy. Call me, maybe. I kind of want to play these out this turn. And then I have Demon, Iceman, Moon Girl next turn. I guess this is wrong because it doesn't let me hit Monkey where I see the Red Skull come up at. I'm actually at 19 here, meaning this is winning here. So I'm at 4. This is 5, 6, 7. That's 11 total here. I'm going to 26. Yeah, we lose to Taskmaster plus She-Hulk. Yes, Zero does it too. Yeah. Yeah, close game. I don't know if going for Hitmonkey on turn, the turn that I did was correct. It probably wasn't, especially because I filled the center. I probably shouldn't have filled the center. Playing Demon Right wins it. It wouldn't have. Demon Right would have only been +1 because I wouldn't have been able to play the Moon Girl on the left. No, the demon on the right would have lost still. We'd have been down by 1. Because the big house was left. He's got Valk, any good decks with her. A lot of the good Valk decks need, what's it called? They need, Bast as well. But if you have that, yeah, there's a lot of decent Valk decks. I like Valk Patriot with Bast. We got the thoroughly short end of that stick. All right, Bishop, time to grow up. Hey, Miko, thanks for the 3rd of the year. Welcome back. Did we win center? Actually don't know. We played 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we won the center by 1, right? center by 1. Casual 12 power bishop. 16 power monkey.
Victory.
The Squirrel Girl interact with Bishop and Hitmonkey in the same manner. No, Squirrel Girl adds token copies. Mysterio is unique in that he plays himself in all of his clones because it needs to disguise itself the same way. Needs to disguise itself so you can't tell which one's the real one. How much money have I spent on this game? Somewhere in the range of 4,000 USD. I don't have an exact number, but somewhere about there. Shout out to the 2,595 people currently subscribed here on Twitch that make that spending amount possible. You the real MVPs. Joke's on you, Pet Mansion. I wanted to play to the right anyways. Going on, Zubox. Thanks for the 3rd of a year.
Opponent snapped.
If I do this, I get a copy of Iceman and my Hitmonkeys. I played the Wasp out here because I need to be able to copy Hitmonkey, otherwise my hand was going to overfill. This Hitmonkey is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12. Plus 1. That's not enough, right? We do this, right? Because then each of these are 12 here. They can't Taskmaster the Cosmo, is the noteworthy part here. These are both 12. So that's 24. I guess I'm losing that still then. It's just such a big number. What's my split with Twitch on sub revenue? I get 70% of subscriptions on my channel, but not everybody gets that same amount. There are a number of people with worse contracts than myself that only get 50%. And as far as taxes work, as of last year, I am incorporated as an LLC, which means that my taxes work a bit differently. Damn, fuck. Would we have won if I would have put the ice bin over here? Yeah, both ice bin right would have done it. Does that have been -3? Even one ice man right would have done it. Jeff Hoagland LLC. Hoaglandia LLC. Well, I guess I don't want her into Krisha, so I'll play the right. LLC stands for like, lament, and subscribe. Yeah, I think the deck that we're playing is fine. I think we're just gonna soak up the sun. I think I need to play 2 cards out here though, because I want to be able to draw cards the next 2 turns and play nothing next turn. I want our best shot to have Hit Monkey at the end of the game. No, my YouTube channel is just named Hoaglandia Snap because that's just the name that I use to describe my places online. The Graph, thanks for the 22 months. And Jeff Hoagland on YouTube is already my existing secondary channel, right?